Okay. Was there a specific moment that changed your perspective on health or training?
Yeah, when I was in prison. I mean, like, well, in prison, like, everybody's more about, how strong you can get, like, how much weight you can lift. But my perspective change is like, I want to be fit. Like, yeah, we can be strong, we can do all those things, but like, are you fit? More, I guess, more so nowadays they call it like the hybrid athlete.
Mm-hmm.
You can run, you can lift, you can do gymnastics, you can do all these things, like, but, and that's just as one aspect, one aspect. But my thing is this too, like, people feel like you gotta have this certain look to be considered fit. And fitness don't have a shape, it don't have a size, it don't have a color.
Mm-mm.
Right. You don't just because you see the outside does not determine if a person is really fit or not. Like from the American standpoint, like if you see somebody kind of like not the ideal weight of a person, oh, they're not that fit.
Right.
But then
Just
like if you see
automatically.
somebody that's skinny, right? Oh, that person's fit, and it's probably in the worst shape in their life.
Yeah.
But the person that doesn't have that is probably way 10 times better. Like, and that's just how that's why I learned never to judge, someone by their appearance as far as being fit and healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just my opinion.
I know, and she wouldn't care for me saying this, but Kim, she came in with the mindset of I'm never gonna look this certain type of way, but her mindset has completely changed since she's been in the gym and realized like how strong she is.
Right.
That maybe she's not that look is not what she's wanting to chase after all.
Right. The anesthetic look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your favorite supplements?
Probably don't have no favorite, but I mean, if I had to choose, it would be protein and creatine.
Creatine.
Like all the other stuff, I don't know. I feel like you can get from food.
Yeah. Do you favor a brand or no? Yeah.
It's like if I'm going to like what's the name? It's
Yeah. What age did you start your gym?
40. 40.
Was that the one in your garage or?
The one in my garage. I started my garage when I was 40.
So how many years ago was that?
10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
What do you think most people get wrong when they start working out?
What most people get wrong? That's a good one. I feel like most people get wrong and they feel like they gotta just like do it all in one day. Like all in one week, you just go all of a sudden just be fit. And just because you show up for 1 week. They trying to get everything in. They all of a sudden they doing all the nutrition and then like they burnt out within the first 2 weeks. Like set a pace. Learn to be consistent so that you can like get where you need to go. Like don't think about. Some people like worry about intensity instead of consistency.
Yeah. And I think just from what I've seen in a heavy female gym is they come in chasing, it goes back to the first question, but chasing a look. And which thankfully I see that mindset switch pretty quickly. But I think that's why most of them come in there. They don't come in there to feel better or to get stronger. It's I want to look a certain type of way, and I think that's.
I watch people like also like shift from putting their identity into the number on the scale.
Oh yeah.
That's the one of the worst things you actually can do. Because the number on the scale does not determine how much you're being consistent. It doesn't say how much weight you're picking up and and things like that, and how consistent you are with your nutrition. Because the number on the scale can stay the same, but your body can do a whole transformation. And that's something like we really had to work with our community on is like getting away from the number on the scale.
Yeah, you can see, I mean, a 180 change in a physique within a matter of 3 pound difference.
Yeah, yeah.
The scale can really hurt people.
Yeah, and it wrecks them, and it messes up their whole entire.
I've seen it drive people out of the gym because they've not seen what they thought they wanted to see on the scale.
Yeah.
Even though everything else is changing, they're just so hung up on that.
Oh, another thing is when people come in, they're like, "So you think that you can get me down 20 pounds in 4 weeks?" And I'm like, "How hard you want to work?"
Yeah.
Like everybody's body's different. We can do the same workout. We can eat the same foods. I can drop 5 pounds. You can drop 20 pounds. But you might not still go just because you drop 20 pounds. I might gain 3 pounds of muscle. My body looks totally different than yours.
Yeah.
You know, like, and that's the thing that people always like. How much can you like? No, like, there's no magic pill.
No.
I don't have no magic wand of saying you're gonna lose 20 pounds. If that's the case, then I'll be the richest man in the world.
The scale doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah. So.
I feel like this next question is, I don't know that there's a universal answer, but if someone only had 4 days a week to train, what should they prioritize? Or if there's not an answer, what would you prioritize if you only had 4 days a week to give?
There's not an answer. All 3 of them, because all 3 of them play off each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta have lean muscle. You know, because you want your body to transform and have lean muscle. Also, you gotta work your heart because your heart's the most important muscle. And you're also gonna be mobile.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, you still gotta be able to move your body and get up off the floor and do those sort of things. So I really don't say one is better than the other. You know, I feel like they all have a equal part in you becoming the best version of you, as far as the physical aspect.
Right. And you can structure that. You can get all 3 of those things in one session.
Yes, you can.
Starting with your mobility, going to your training, and ending with cardio.
Yeah, or you just made your strength and cardio together, and then your mobility. Now you like, hey, I'm done.
What exercise do you think is underrated, and what exercise is overrated? I feel like I'd have to think hard on that one.
The exercise that's underrated, the one that you didn't do.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's like, it all goes back to the person's perspective and what their goal and objective is.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't never really say one is overrated and underrated. Now, as far as sometimes men don't like to do legs.
Yeah.
Everybody want to just do upper body and chest. Now, in fact, let me react that. Men, chest, they feel like that is the ultimate. That is an ego lift. That is the most overrated lift to me there is. They feel that every time somebody sees you
with the chest flies, maxing out that.
And the first person sees you, they see if you have, they be like, "What's your bench press?" They don't ask you nothing. The first thing is, "What's your bench press?" You know, like I feel like that's an overrated exercise a lot. And I feel like one of the underrated, I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like deadlift because of what society and what's wrapped around it, like, oh, you're gonna hurt your back and you're gonna do this and you're gonna do that. But if you pick up your kids wrong, guess what? You hurt your back too. If you pick up groceries wrong, you hurt your back too. So why not make it stronger? But a reason why I feel like that way because it's not been taught properly.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing about deadlift. It's not been taught properly, and the doctor part. The doctor's always telling these people don't do deadlifts and don't do that. Like, how you gonna tell somebody that don't do something but you don't look like? Never mind. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna be quiet. Yeah. So that might be, bench press is probably the most overrated exercise out.
This one goes back to the question before this last one, but what's your philosophy on balancing strength, cardio, and mobility? I mean, I think we answered it. It's just putting it.
Yeah, you have to just true. Whatever you prioritize, and I think all those things make you a better, healthy human. Like strength, cardio, mobility. Like I don't care like how strong you are, you still gonna need cardio. I don't care how much you can run, you still need some form of strength, but you also always need mobility.
Yeah.
You know, and I think those two things also help your body move better and also help you live longer.
Yeah.
Because you don't need strength, you know, then you get these people in nursing homes, they need assisted living because they didn't never prioritize, you know, strength training and stuff. But one thing I don't like is the cable stuff. I'm really not big on like I'm really not big on like cable workouts because it don't help you stabilize muscles. Now, if you're bodybuilding, that's a different story. Like if you're trying to, but as far as just like that average everyday human being, I think you should always pick up some form of free weights.
Yeah.
You know, not saying you can't never do machines, but like I don't think it should be the most dominant part of your training.
Well, that's just like on a Smith machine. You'll see people be able to squat super heavy on a Smith machine, but then go put it on a barbell that they're having to
Stabilize
and can't even do half of the weight.
That should tell you something right then and there. If you're doing that, like if I'm on the Smith machine and I can lift 400 pounds, but then when I go to the regular barbell and back squats and I only can squat 200 pounds, I need to stay over here with this barbell because obviously this is tricking me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. But.
And I think you go through different phases of your life, you know, where maybe at that point strength is priority or just mobility or, you know, whatever.
Yeah. Like right now, like probably my thing probably is mobility because I might not look it, but I'm getting older, you know, and I know mobility and I already know I have old man strength, what they call it. Yeah, but mobility probably be the one thing that at this stage in my life is like making sure that I do that.
Right. What's the biggest transformation you've seen in one of your clients, and not just physically but mentally?
It doesn't have to be more than
Mm-hmm.
one of my coaches that me and mom was just talking about just the simple fact of she overcame an eating disorder and you know verbal abuse about her body type and all those things, and just being able to overcome those things and now become like I guess a poster child for what we consider top down, inside out.
Yeah.
You know, at Guru Fitness, that's our motto, is top down, inside out. And just she's been probably the most, ain't no problem, she is the most consistent with nutrition, with training, like hands down. But also with just how she learns to see herself and view herself as, you know, I'm a strong woman. I'm not this weak woman. I'm not what that person said to me or what the past is, you know, told me who I was. You know, she's completely shifted her identity.
Yeah.
So
it's more than just a workout.
Yeah, it's way more than just a workout. Workout's like I was telling you in class today, workout is just like so low entry point of what fitness and what a culture or a community really can do for one person. Because at the day is this, I truly believe that all it takes is one person to believe in you, change your life.
Yeah.
And that's why it's like it's about. I really truly believe like fitness is about serving, especially when you have communities and people like all in one space. It's about serving. Like as a leader in the fitness space or in your building, your job is to serve.
Yeah.
Even your coaches, your job is to serve your people. Like you are really like you're at the top, but you're at the bottom because you're supposed to serve them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think that's when people see that, it's like it makes them so much easier to really actually transform, because they now, if you serving them, it means they didn't see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
How do you keep clients motivated when progress slows down? I mean, right off the top of my head, the first thing is, what do you consider progress? Because if you're chasing a scale, that progress may never come. And I think I've preached this till I'm ran out of breath, but everything can be a victory.
Everything. It's your perspective.
Yeah, like going down a pant size, that is a win.
Come on.
looking in the mirror and thinking, I look different today. Or waking up and saying, I feel better. I got up without my alarm. All of those are victories. I don't know. I feel like I deal with a lot of clients that do chase the scale, and they get so discouraged.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to figure out what progress is to you.
Yeah, and
because I don't feel like it ever slows down if you actually grasp what progress is.
Yeah, and it slows down because now you hyper focus on,
going up in weight. That's a win.
Yes, and that is my thing, is like, don't get so high focused on like this big grand scheme of process. Like yes, things are going to slow down. That's just part of it. They're going to slow down. Like, and sometimes you might hit a plateau. That don't mean you stop. It means that you learn to be consistent. Like, I have to pivot. Learn to pivot, adjust. Hey, I might be playing around in this lane that I'm not picking enough weight, so I'm not actually getting the results that I'm supposed to be getting. Like, now my body has adapted to that. So now, okay, let's pick up these 20s instead of these 15s.
Yeah.
And let me shoot for, like, because our classes are 40-20. Let me shoot for making all 40 seconds of the workout, and not stopping when it gets a little hard, or when I'm burned, and when I say, oh, it's 10 seconds, I'm just going to stop and give me another 30 or 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things that you can, like, look at as process. I mean, like, the progress continues to move and continues to move the needle. Also, always reassess yourself. That's the thing. Like, some people don't reassess themselves, but then they get caught up in what everybody else thinks is process. That might be the move. Well, girl, you ain't done right. Oh, I'm showing up every day. I wasn't showing up every day 3 months ago.
Yeah.
I'm eating a whole lot better, healthier. I wasn't eating healthy 3 months ago. I sleep better. I wasn't sleeping better 3 months ago. I eat better. Also, my hormones is on pace.
Yeah.
Those are all progress.
It's easy to forget how far you've come.
Yeah, because we know why? Because we always keep moving the goalposts.
And if you don't want to get down and depressed when progress does slow down, I think it's important to remember that, like, what is the other option? The other option is just quitting, and where's that going to get you?
Back at the end of the line and start all over again.
So.
Yeah, and that's why you just gotta know, like, what does this really mean? Or you just out here just doing it because somebody else is doing it, because somebody says something, like.
The only option, if you have the right perspective and you're doing it for the right reasons, the only option when progress slows down is to keep going.
That's it. You're gonna have a breakthrough.
Yeah. 3 more. What's the most common excuse you hear, and how do you help people overcome it?
Oh, I do not want to get bulky.
Oh, don't you love
I don't
that
look like
one?
a man. And I tell them this: what does your body produce? Mostly estrogen or testosterone. They say estrogen. I said, well, honey, you'll never get bulky. If I want to create lean muscle, then you have to pick up some weight. I want to tell them, that means you want to create lean muscle.
Yeah, toning's not a thing.
It's not. That means you want to have muscle.
I get tired of that term.
I mean, and that's because what social media. But then, like, they come back later and be like, oh, you know what? I do want to put on some muscle.
Yeah.
And and then they start seeing their body fat percentage drop. They be like, okay, I get it.
Let me chase this.
Yeah, let me get a different perspective, and then that right there is like the number one thing.
I think for me, it goes back to just the hardest thing that I have to help clients overcome is the scale relationship.
I'll tell them they can't get on the scale, and if they come home, they go home and come to me until they get on the scale. You keep that problem home.
Yeah.
Like, I
don't bring it here.
No, because I told you don't do that, because now you discouraged, and now you all in your head.
Yeah.
Now you can't sleep. Now you think it to the way to get to the gym. Next day they ask 1,000
questions.
questions.
Ruined your workout. All the things. Like, well, if you let it affect you. when
you have control over all of that.
Yeah. What qualities make someone successful in the gym long term?
Consistency.
Yeah.
Consistency. Like consistency is the best that you
and
can
training your mind that this is a lifestyle.
Yes.
There's not, and when I get here, I'm done. This is a lifestyle. If you walk in the gym with the thought one day that you're just reaching a one-time goal, it's never gonna last.
No, it's never be fulfilled.
It is a lifestyle. If you ever quit it,
I have a girl that been with me since she was 16. I mean, not 16, 14. She's 23 now.
Yeah.
And guess what? She still gets up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
She's a college student, and she's like #1 in her chemical engineering class. Like that's the #1 thing that actually helped her become a better
discipline.
Student. Yes, like she
responsibility.
It's a lifestyle for her. And the funny part is she is educating the older women in our classes. It's like, no, I've been doing since I was 14. I could have easily been like, no, I'm done. But like, no.
And when it gets hard or you get in a funk or all these things, if you tell yourself, well, I'll just come back, or I'll quit for now, or I'll take my card off, or I'll pause my membership, whatever.
How many times they come back?
That's a very low percentage.
Mm.
But if you had it in your mind that it's a lifestyle, you're going to go through phases.
Exactly.
Where you may not be able to make it 4 times this week. Or you may not be able to make it 4 times this month. But if that ends it for you, how invested were you?
You wasn't. I just at a job, you gotta show up for the job regardless of. I know you may want to get extra money but this is what you get. This is what you get until you continue to show up. Now, if you continue to show up, right, and be consistent, right, and say, oh, this person really shows up. This person really works hard. Let me get this person a raise.
I know one time in the gym I talked about hard things.
Yeah.
And maybe coming to the gym after a long day's worth of work is hard. But so is not being able to go up the stairs when you're 55. So you choose your hard.
And that's why the woman girl said, people do this every day. Yeah. Yes, some people will do this every day.
Yeah.
And they already know.
Mm-hmm.
They know what to expect, because at the end of the day, I'm not just helping you become healthy. I'm actually helping you become mentally tough, mentally strong.
Yeah.
And know that you can do hard things. So when you do face hard things outside of the gym, when you face adversity, you learn to smile at it.
Mm-hmm.
I can overcome this because I'm gonna figure it out, because I've been through hard things in here.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm about to die, but guess what? I finished the class, and I was able to talk about it. I was able to get up and walk away and feel like I am a bad.
Yeah. Last one. What's something you wish more people understood about getting healthy?
That you do not have to be healthy to walk in the gym to get healthy. Everybody well, when I get there, I'm come see you.
Or when I'm ready.
Yeah,
you're never
ready.
ready.
You just gotta show up, and you're gonna go through the growing pains regardless if you go train it somewhere else and you come here, it's still gonna be the same thing. So you might just go and go through the growing pains and get it over with. And then let's rock.
If you wait 3 months from now, you're 3 months behind.
Exactly. And from the person that came in there, not saying you got your prayer, but the person that just walked in and you know what, I'm just going to go through this, because the first week is probably, it's probably the most hardest, because you got to go through the soreness, which nobody gets past. And I tell them that I don't care who you are, not even me. You can look at me and say, well, you don't know. I'm no different than you.
Yeah.
If I haven't been trained and I got to come back the first day,
it comes
right back.
Yeah.
So we all go through it. If you can get over that part, I think that's the initial part that really stops people from coming in. Is they don't want to be sore. You're going to get sore. You're doing something that your body haven't done in 3 months, 6 months. Some of y'all been on the couch since you played using high school.
Yeah.
And
playing sports.
And now suddenly you think you just go. Now here's my other part too. This is my other thing. People come in from playing sports. I used to bench 225, and you know, and then they come here and like, you ain't lift weights in the last 7 years. You still think you?
Yeah, shut up.
You still think you at high school you benching 225? You get there. Listen. Also, start where you at. Don't start where you used to be.
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to meet yourself where you at and be realistic about with yourself. Like, I haven't done this in 7 years. The only problem I'm going here and bench and do the stuff that I'm in shape. Then you be the first one in the bathroom, throwing up. First one time I pulled a hamstring. It's okay to start slow.
Yeah.
You'll get there. You'll get back there. Like, but just start slow.
Yeah.
You know, and swallow your pride and ego. That's men. Pride, ego. Pride and ego. Like, I have guys that come in with their wife, and they want to be this macho. They end up in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Or outside in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, listen, just because I know you might feel like you the man, which is okay. And I get it. But never underestimate how hard your wife has been working.
Yeah.
And if anything, I want you to say, you know what? I commend you.
Yeah.
I am proud of you because this is not easy. And you do this every day?
You're right. I think I just wish more people understood that if you're not doing it for you, it's going to fail every time. You are the only person that you get to spend your entire life with.
Every day, and this is my problem. And the piggyback off what you just said, do you not know how many people, and I'm saying this, and I'm talking to men, that do not support their woman going to the gym?
Do you know?
But they do not have to be that person that look in the mirror and say, you know what, I don't like myself, but I'm going to do something about it. Why are you not the person to say, you know what, baby, if you don't like yourself, I am going to support you?
I have women that have to cancel their membership because their husband doesn't want them working out.
Because they're insecure and they want them to be the same way. Because they feel like if I'm insecure, if they get in shape, they might leave me.
Yeah, absolutely. When all she's trying to do, she ain't trying to come to the gym to look better for no other man. She is coming to the gym to better herself, to feel better, to be able to be a better wife and mother or provider or whatever her role is.
You know.
And you got some man over here telling her or discouraging her from coming because she's just going to the gym because she wants to look good for somebody else. Don't get me started.
Oh, well, listen, you post a picture. Who you think you post that picture for?
Get out of here.
This is I'm literally like.
Leave our gym alone.
I was like, this is crazy. Yeah, but it's. I just tell them like this: bring them with you.
Yeah.
So y'all both can get healthy together. Then y'all can be, hey.
Or come, let them watch. See what it's about. That's not what it's about.
Bro, they come, they'll come back.
But, no, I just think it's super important to.
Support system is very important.
It is, and I'll say I've never had to deal with that.
No.
And
I want my wife to be my before my wife had, the stuff has going on, like the autoimmune stuff. Like, Taylor's my best workout partner.
Yeah.
Like, if I was gonna slack, if I was like not picking the bar up or doing something, she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm gonna respect her saying it versus probably somebody else.
Right.
Like my wife's like, "Nah, like, what are you doing?" Like, you ain't gotta wait on her. I'm like, okay. But like, I don't know. Everybody's different. Everybody has a different, dynamics of their.
And although, like I said, I think you need to be going to the gym for you. It's such a great example, like you talked about earlier. For people that are watching you, it can be kids, your kids, it can be friends, it can be family. And I know that I probably got on his nerves for several different times over the past 7 years. But I never gave up.
Yeah.
And I Taylor can speak for himself, but I feel like he's finally got to a phase of deeming it important to him. And it was never about me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I pushed and pushed and pushed, but that wasn't. He couldn't stick with it because he wasn't doing it for him.
Yeah.
And I think now he's at a phase where he is doing it for him, and that's the only way you're gonna stick with it.
Yeah, because actually I was listening. You don't think I'm listening, but he was like, man, these couple of days I really feel good.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, this is what I like to hear. Like, you know, just doing it for you, and like you get to feel good about yourself, but also you not even know, like when you do feel good about yourself, you show up even better. Now you get to show up even better for your family. You show up better for your kids. You know, your work. Like you just get to show up because now it's like I feel good. I look good. I talk good. Like the endorphins are unimaginable. I don't care what nobody say. Like I totally love it.
And if
it's
God
and then them.
Yeah. I think that might be what my shirt says.
Yeah.
Jim and Jesus.
Yeah.
But and if you're going for somebody else, or because somebody made you, or because somebody said something to you, you're not going to look at it as a blessing. Or I get to, it's a burden.
It's like I got to instead of I get to.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's why I tell people, like, they like, how do you be so energized at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning? Like, I get to do this. I get to touch people's life, some form, some fashion, some way. I get to lead, teach, and serve them. Like, so I get to do. So I'm super energized.
Not only do I get to wake up and do what I love to do every day, but I get to move my body.
Yeah.
You know how many people would give up everything they had to be able to even move their body?
Yes. I love it.
We look at it like a chore a lot when it's a blessing.
Like, I got to drag myself into the gym. You ain't got to drag me.
Nah.
I'm coming. I'm coming to have fun. I always have fun. Like, even if I'm coaching class, I want you to have fun. I want to make it as fun as possible. Yes, I'm going to talk a little smack. Yes, I want you to talk it back to let you know, like, this is a fun space. This ain't no Sergeant Slaughter. Like, yeah, I'm going to make sure you do the work, but, like, this is, like, you can still have fun, though. You know, we can still crack jokes, but just to get the work done.
Yeah, I feel like as a young coach, or starting out as a
young coach, yeah, you said the right word, coach.
A young coach.
Yeah, that's no trainer.
I am trying to lean more into that space. I feel like for a long time I've let my age like play a factor in the coaching aspect of things because I am the youngest person in the room.
Yeah.
And I hold back a lot, you know, from the training and coaching aspect. So I gotta do better about that. They're either gonna like you or they ain't.
Yeah, they're not. Like, I mean, they there because they believe in you. First of all,
right.
Second of all, they want to be coached.
Yeah.
People want to be coached. They want that structure. They want to be coached. Like some of them play like they really don't, but they do. Right. They want to be coached. Like
or they go do it themselves. Like
exactly. They
a Y or wellness.
Exactly. Planet Fitness or whatever, Purpose Gym, what you call it. But So.
Well.
Y'all heard it first.